Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Eric with Flywheel Enthusiast. I am doing this video just mostly, number one, I just joined the local West Virginia Antique Engine and Tractor Association. So I'm really excited to be a part of them. I attended my first meeting yesterday. It was I had a wonderful time. A lot of great people, really excited to get out, do some of the events. A little bit about me, I do also work at Thomas Hospital. So I'm a full-time associate there, so I get about a weekend off a month, unless I ask and take a little vacation time, which I will for a couple of the events that I particularly favor. But for the most part, I'll just pick which event I'm off. You know, whichever I get off, that's the event you'll see me at. However, I do want to kind of show you, or just tell y'all a few. On this show, I'm going to tell y'all mostly about upcoming videos I'll be doing, upcoming shows that will be going on for the club, and also to show you a few things that I have that will be out there for me. Just a little bit about the club. There's a lot of just antique tractors, several other people love Maytags, including myself. Love Maytags, smaller engines, Lawsons, Briggs & Strattons, anything like that. A lot of these guys are really cool people. So I just kind of want to get out, you know, kind of let y'all know what's coming up. And also stay tuned. Every month I'm going to try to put out just a short little video, just kind of an update for shows coming up, or where they will be, when's a good time to come, what's going to be happening, just kind of an update. Today, I'm going to tell you, in April the 11th, it is the 50th anniversary celebration at the Point Pleasant State Farm Museum. There will be some tractors, our club will be out there. I will not be there, I am working. However, they will also have live music, I believe some antique vendors. After that, I'm not sure. I know they still have a few things in the works from my understanding. Also, on the 18th of April, we will be up at Riverhawk Farm at the Ag Expo in Parkersburg. A lot of kids come out, a lot of younger people. It's a great event to try to get, because basically we're trying to get the younger people interested, because let's be honest, they're the future. So, and then in May, we'll have a Greenbow show, or a show in Greenup, Kentucky at the Greenbow State Park. The Engine and Wheels Festival will be up at North Bend State Park. That is the weekend of the 23rd. Also, a nice one will be from May 30th through the 31st, is the Pioneer Power Show at Belpre, Ohio. Those are the main ones I'm going to tell you about, because that's April and May upcoming. Also, event I like and I'm partial to, I've been going for about 3 or 4 years now. It is in Winfield, West Virginia. It will be held from the April 22nd through the 25th. And it will be at the Riding Stables in Winfield. And it is held by the Nitro Antique Car Club. It is $20 to set up for either the whole weekend or just if you want to set up a day. Do note, if you want to come out just to see what you can find, the best day to come is Friday. Saturday, a lot of people start packing up kind of early. So there will be no one there after like 3 o'clock. But you can even come Wednesday and Thursday. We'll be there all day. It's fun. Technically runs from 7 to 7 every day except for Saturday. It officially ends at 5 on Saturday, but like I said, it is, if you get there at 4 or 5, nobody's going to be there. Couple shows I know I'll be at will be June 6th at Bridgeport Power and Equipment in South Charleston. We have a display up there, like I said, June 6th, and I will be up there. July 3rd and 4th, we will be set up at the Mountain State Arts and Crafts Fair in Ripley, West Virginia, up at Cedar Lakes. That is always a great event. We love that one. And also, the Wood County Flywheelers will be up there right across from us. Boston's Antique Engine Show is July 11th. I will try to be up there for that. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but I know everyone's seen my video. If you haven't, definitely check it out. Johnny Boston, his wife Kathy, runs that. They are amazing people, and I love that show. It is one of my favorites. Another one is August the 1st. It is the Vintage Pride Tractor Show in Barbersville. It is, from what I've heard, I've never actually been able to attend. I know Matt Cole, one of the members who also is a fellow YouTuber. I have never actually gotten the pleasure of meeting Matt. He was not at the last meeting. I can't wait to meet him officially. It is, and I've seen his videos and also know it's a pretty good show. Very good show. Please come out to see that. That's in August 1st. Another one that I will be at will be the Oil and Gas Festival at Sistersville. I am going to try to set up at that. And that'll be from the 11th and 13th of September. Also, the 25th through the 27th of September is the Volcano Days in Mountwood Park in Waverly, West Virginia. It is a very good show. I've been to it many times, never set up. Hoping to try to set up this year, but that is right now underway. I am not sure about that. And of course, Point Pleasant State Farm Museum has a Fall Country Festival. Our big show for the club is the 10th of October. It is in Beech Fork State Park near Huntington, near the Heritage Farm Museum. It is the Heron Festival. We're out there. There's a lot of craft vendors. I believe a couple antique vendors maybe. I know there's a car club that comes out there, has a little car show. It's a really nice event. And this year also, well, of course, you also have the Boston's Antique Show, or Antique Engine Fall Show in Pennsboro. And also this year, our club is doing something new on the 24th of October. It is going to be, we're going to have a pumpkin festival at the president and the secretary of the club's church across lanes. We're all going to be set up there. There's a nice little fall event. Love to come out and see y'all there. I'm going to try to be set up at that as well. So I am hoping to get out to some shows. I'm also hoping to get out to maybe at least come up or set up at one of the big shows like Georgetown, Ohio, or Greenup, Kentucky. But definitely look for those events. I am just going to kind of show you a few things I got. It's a beautiful day out here in Charleston, West Virginia. So I kind of pulled my stuff out, just trying to get a few things running and have a little bit of a good time, just sitting back looking at my engines. I don't have a lot real special, I guess. I mean, special to me, but special just depends on what you want to call it. This is a Mark's Toy steam engine. It does not run. It's missing the little part there. These are also some vintage Mark's Toy tractors. Mark's was a company. We had a factory up in Morgantown. Just a very neat collectible item. That is just a Odell model toy engine, just more for display. This is a Lawson engine. I have not got it running yet. We need to get the oil line. We need a new oil line, which we're going to get that soon. I got to get that fixed and up and running. This is a Briggs & Stratton, about a 1994. It would have been a Tiller engine. Only thing I need on it is a new pull cord, as you can see. And this is a Model 92 Maytag. It's been running real good until just recently. I checked the spark. The spark plug has no spark to it. So I'm going to need to get me a spark plug. My little Maytag display here with the wrenches, the Maytags. bought that just the other day. Oh, Farmall. It's a real oil bottle. I do not believe the Farmall was original on it, but makes a nice display nonetheless. Smudge pot here. Love showing that. It does need a new wick. I'm going to get that soon as well. As you can tell, I got a lot of work to do before I get out to a show. But as soon as I'm going to get paid, that's going to be the first thing I do. This is I believe about a 1945 GE electric motor. It does run. It is a quiet little thing. But it was used in my great grandfather's forge near Golly Bridge, West Virginia. That's a little, basically a model of a V8 engine. It was something someone put together and it worked, like a shop class. So that's always real cool. And for you people that don't know, I love bug sprayers. I know it's probably weird and most people don't realize how many bug sprayers there are out there. I also actually have 3 more tubs of bug sprayers in the basement. You will see me bring those out once in a while, having some fun with the bug sprayer display. Of course, you have golf. 2 golf cans to go with the livestock and the track moth spray. Black Flag. Then you have the Hudson brand, the Sears, SO, Big Flip, and then a little SO flip right there. Smith, that was one I bought a little while back. I love that one, great condition. This is a Lucky. This is Blue Ribbon. For those of you that don't know, I lived in Louisville for quite a few years, and that one's a Louisville, Kentucky sprayer. And of course, Kilco Fly Bait. And this is my particular favorite can. It's a Marshall's Cabell brand, Rocha Insect Powder. It is out of Huntington, West Virginia. Don't know if you can see that real well, but that's why I'm really partial to that. Also, there's a little, can't see it, I call that the Green Monster, basically a homemade one, and there's your regular grass. But anyway, so I hope you found this to be at least a little informative, and I hope that it really, to see you out at some of the shows. Trust me, little people have a lot better stuff than I got. I am looking to get some more engines eventually. Right now I have a small car. That's the next thing I'm going to do since I got my job recently at Thomas. I will be getting a truck and a trailer. That's going to take a little money and a little time coming. So hope to see y'all out there, and just keep going to the shows. And if you want to join just any show you see us at, just come up to one of us and we'll point you in the right direction. We're always looking for more people. All right, y'all have a good one.